Testes, testes, 1, 2. Man, it was a good day. Ice Cube would have been proud of this. Let me start again. I got out of the hospital this morning, and my own boy, Haston was in town, and he had already had like a good Thursday or Wednesday before. Today's Thursday. He hit me up to hang out, and I was like, man, I don't know, bro. I had to go back into the hospital. He's like, what for? I'm like, yeah, drug addiction, psychotic. No, I'm kidding. None of that happened. What? No, yeah, I was in the hospital. But anyway, I get out the hospital, and I go park my ride over at a mall, and I shoot this dude directions, right? Drop a pin or so, however, you know, and basically, you know, he was just up the road about 20 minutes, 25, something like that. And he would, the beaches out here are great. So I get out of the hospital, the homeboy rolls through, scoops me up, and I ain't got to drive or do nothing. And we go to the beach and we're kicking it, right? And we see so many good, events going on, and not events, just random people, but doing amazing things, and also fucking up a couple times too. But we're sitting over on the beach and eyeballing the water, and also, you know, like mingling a little bit. And it was real laid back, it was chill, and we having, you know, like he be drinking, and you know, I'm smoking my bud, and then we got a little bonfire going right there on the water on the beach, and I just got done throwing another log on it, and like, man, we're chilling today, dude. And I look at him, and I look right around from him to his left, where, you know, our setup was. You know, we got the ride, we got a little setup for some shade and a couple of beach chairs, and I'm like, oh, that is police. And I just kind of gave him an eyeball and a heads up, like, yo, police. He's like, nah, man, really? He thought I was bullshitting, and nope. Cop walked out of his ride, and he's like, I already knew what was going on. My boy, Haitian was freaking, not freaking, but just being quietly freaked out inside going, oh shit. Yo, him and I both got a pass that might catch up with us on some bullshit like this. And I pulled the you know, ID out. I was like, yeah, we're just out here hanging out. He's like, man, the cop couldn't bust us with, well, there's no drinking on Fiesta Island. I'm like, you know, I ain't gonna argue with him, because shit, I know everybody on this island is drinking on the beach, doing the same thing we are, and he happened to just pull up on us. And so, you know, I smoothed the situation with the cop. Just, you know, here's my passport. He was like, you don't have a regular California ID? I'm like, no, I don't have one. My license is suspended. He goes, well, how'd you get here? I'm like, well, I'm not driving. I didn't implicate anybody else. In other words, you know what I'm talking about. And he's like, man, yo, I'm gonna get to what the cop looked like, but let me finish this part. I was like, man, no beer. And I turned around to Haitian, I was like, hey, man, take the Corona. He's like, what do I do? He's like, you know, I was like, man, dump the booze. So Haitian got to walk up the beach to a trash can while I dealt with the rest of this shit. And I'm like, yeah, no, we'll clean it up a little bit over here on our side of the street, beach, whatever, you know. And the cop ended up being a cool cop, man, and let us ride on it. Now let me go back to what the cop looked like. Got about the driver's seat of a just known area for not being no craziness going on. A little bit of partying, beach, and fun in the sun type thing. And he, like I said, he was cool. That was cool. That he let us off the hook and just said, man, come on, guys, no beer on the beach. No, that's me saying it nice. He didn't say it like that. But when he got out the ride, though, he looked like ice. You know, down here in San Diego, ICE agents are different regular SDPD, you know, San Diego cops. And what are they doing out there on the beach? That ain't their territory. It's their jurisdiction, I think, but not their territory. Anyway, he gets in, the cop gets in, the cruiser backs out, and you know, me and Haitian are like, at least cleaning up, you know, like no, man, we're okay. We thought we were gonna be out of here, and then we realized, well, that's a 1 mile, one circle, one way island. They already went that way. We got about X amount of time until they get back, but they ain't coming back, man. They made their little presence known, made our day a little more hectic than it should have been. Some was getting in the afternoon, late afternoon, like about 5 o'clock or something. And we were gonna get up, and we done moved all the gear back from the truck, and we set up this whack ass, but it was dope and did the job. Shanty look on the truck with, you know, the materials we had to have a little shade, barbecue, couple tables. We weren't broke out there either. Like, we weren't looking like tweaker people or like we found all this shit. No, man, you could tell it was us. And the cop, you know, let us have a pass. And Haston was like, so he's gone. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up on the other side of the fire pit. I'm like, all right, man, cool. There's a little detail in there that he knows about the alcohol part. But anyway, he pulls his ride up, and we repost the same way. And we're chilling, man. We're having a good time still. Back to the beach, you know. Again, the cops roll by about an hour later. They see us reposted, but we don't look the same, in the same position. They gave us a wave and a thumbs up. It wasn't the same cops, it was another unit. And we were, hey, how you doing? They kept on pushing. And I saw, we saw, everybody saw the cop boat, you know, the water patrol. I don't know what those guys are called. I do, but I ain't gonna say their name and get them credit, but they were beeping and honking at the people on the beach. And we waved at them. And here come another cop. It's like, damn, dude. And they keep on just kind of slowing down on us, not everybody else. And we ended up chilling, like I said, till a little bit later. And rolled it up, and it was just a clowning ass day, man. Chill 90% of the time, but those little moments of, oh shit, man. Everybody got something to lose when the cops roll up on you with the open container where it's not legal. And shit, we all made it back home. Everyone's cool. I just needed to lay this down on a recording and keep it under 10 minutes. 4, 3, 2, oh.
The next one I'll say is, you know, this is easy joke right there. Smoke cigarettes, doing my security duties.
Wow.
I only worked there 2 weeks, and the manager Mike, he come out, he talked about a rap. Come here.
I've got done saying these jokes. You know, yeah, I'm California Dean, and this one dude come up to me after I was done with my show. He goes, hey man, your reputation precedes you. I was like, yeah, by about 11 inches. Excuse me.